he says things.
Why I feel like I'm on Mario Jerry Springer?
But we're never in a setting where he can be like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
am I a cheater?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a cheater. I cheated though.
Did you cheat on Ari with Taina?
Yeah.
Why?
Did Ari Fletcher just cut ties with Young Miami? Yep, it looks like one of the most iconic duos in recent memory is done. The tea? It's messy, y'all, and it allegedly involves betrayal, baby daddy drama, and even Young Miami's bestie. You won't believe what went down to cause this fallout. Let's dive right into this juicy story because it's about to get wild. Okay, let's rewind for a second. If you've been keeping up, Ari and Young Miami were super close over the last year, like, they were hanging out constantly. Clubs, events, you name it. From the outside, it looked like they had one of those unshakable friendships. But apparently, all that glitters isn't gold. Now, word on the street is that the fallout has everything to do with G Herbo, Ari's baby daddy. Yep, somehow he's at the center of this drama, and it's as messy as you'd expect. Here's where things start to get interesting. If you've been paying attention, Ari and Taina, G Herbo's current partner and mother of his younger children, have been hanging out a lot lately, which is shocking because these two couldn't stand each other before. Remember the public shade they used to throw at each other? For those who need a quick recap, Ari and Taina's tension dates back years and stems from their connection to G Herbo. Ari, as the mother of G Herbo's eldest son, Yosun, has had very public disputes with Taina, who shares two younger children with the rapper. Things hit a boiling point in March 2022 when Ari accused Taina of mistreating Yosun, a claim Taina denied, saying she loves the child as her own. If that wasn't enough drama, G Herbo himself admitted to cheating on Ari with Taina, adding even more layers to their rocky relationship. This new link-up between Ari and Taina has left fans scratching their heads. After all, G Herbo announced his breakup with Taina in June 2023, officially ending their 4-year relationship. His declaration of being single, shared in a blunt Instagram story, came after months of rumored tension between him and Taina. Some fans speculated the split was inevitable, especially after G Herbo publicly criticized Taina's choice of attire in a social media post. But seeing Ari and Taina together now has people wondering if the two women have decided to put the past behind them. Here's the twist. Allegedly, Ari's sudden closeness with Taina isn't exactly genuine. Word is, she has an ulterior motive, and it ties back to Young Miami and her best friend, Momo. So, here's where things really start to heat up. Allegedly, Momo, who's Young Miami's ride or die, started seeing G Herbo behind Ari's back. Yep, you heard that right. Ari, Young Miami, and Momo had all gotten super close, and Ari had no clue what was going on with Momo and her baby daddy. When Ari finally found out, she was understandably furious. But here's the kicker. Allegedly, Young Miami knew about Momo's secret relationship with G Herbo and didn't say a word to Ari. Can you imagine finding out your so-called friend was keeping that from you? Ari felt completely betrayed. According to the rumors, Ari decided to play chess, not checkers. Instead of confronting Young Miami outright, she allegedly started cozying up to G Herbo and Taina. Some are saying this was her way of stirring the pot and making a statement like, "Oh, so you're cool with your bestie messing with my baby. Daddy? Well, watch this." Of course, this didn't sit well with Young Miami. Allegedly, she called Ari out for knowing what was going on, but choosing to get closer to G Herbo and Taina instead of addressing it. Ari, on the other hand, felt like Young Miami wasn't a real friend because she kept Momo's secret. Let's not forget just how close Ari Fletcher and Young Miami used to be. These two weren't just casual friends. They were practically inseparable. Whether it was girls' nights out, sharing laughs on social media, or making headlines for their playful antics, they seemed like the definition of besties. Their bond was so strong that just before things went south, they were seen taking shots together during a wild night out. Not only that, but they even shared a kiss, showing just how comfortable they were with each other. And this wasn't the first time they'd been so open with their friendship. Remember when Ari joined Young Miami on a live episode of Karesha Please? They kissed then too, driving the audience wild and making their connection seem unshakable. But as we know now, things weren't as picture perfect as they seemed. While Ari and Young Miami were busy giving us friendship goals, the cracks in their relationship were starting to show. At the same time, Young Miami was dealing with her own drama involving Diddy. Their situationship, yes, let's call it what it was, had everyone talking. From luxury gifts to over-the-top public moments, it seemed like Young Miami and Diddy were living their best lives. But when Diddy's legal troubles surfaced, everything changed. Young Miami wasted no time announcing during the Season 2 premiere of Karesha, pleased that she and Diddy were no longer together. Just like that, she distanced herself from him, sparking a wave of speculation about her loyalty. You back in your bag? I'm back in my bag. Your bag? Stay in it. You know, you can fall out your bag, but you can get back in it, though. For some, it looked like a smart move. After all, who wants to be tied to someone with serious allegations hanging over their head? But for others, it raised questions. Was Young Miami's decision to cut ties about protecting herself, or was it proof that she's not one to stick around when the going gets tough? This same pattern seems to be playing out in her friendship with Ari. When Ari found out that Momo, Young Miami's best friend, was allegedly involved with G Herbo, it was already bad enough. But reality.
You back in your bag.
Back in my
In
bag.
your bag. Stay in your bag.
You know you could fall out your bag, but you could get back in it though.
Looking back, it seems like Young Miami and Ari's friendship was doomed the moment loyalty was put to the test. For Ari, the silence around Momo and G Herbo's alleged involvement was a betrayal too big to overlook. And for Young Miami, her focus on self-preservation, whether it was with Diddy or her friendships, may have been what ultimately drove a wedge between them. As the drama between Ari Fletcher and Young Miami unfolds, people have been weighing in with their opinions, and let's just say they are not holding back. The comments flooding social media paint a picture of how messy and complicated this situation really is. One user summed it up perfectly. Well, if they fell out that fast, they were not friends. Saying the word friend is a stretch. This sentiment echoes what a lot of people are thinking. Were Ari and Young Miami ever truly close, or was their friendship just surface level? If it was that easy for them to cut ties, maybe their bond wasn't as strong as it seemed. Another user broke it down even further, saying, "It's real simple. If you know your bestie is messing with your other friend's baby daddy, don't bring your bestie around her, period." She didn't have to tell her, but come on, you having them chilling together is snake behavior. And honestly, this is what a lot of people are side-eyeing Young Miami for. Even if she didn't want to get involved, letting Momo and Ari hang out together without saying a word feels like a betrayal on its own. But the plot thickens because some fans are calling out Ari's own history with friendships. One comment that's been making the rounds says, Ari did the same thing to Jada. This is why they're not cool at all. Ari's friend was messing with Lil Baby and Tay was doing their hair. Now Ari sees how it feels. If this sounds familiar, it's because Ari and Jada Cheeves had a similar fallout over loyalty and shady behavior. Fans are quick to point out that Ari might be experiencing the same kind of hurt she once caused. With everything that's gone down between Ari Fletcher, Young Miami, and now even Tyna Williams, it's clear this story is far from simple. Ari's fallout with Young Miami highlights some deep issues about trust, loyalty, and betrayal in friendships. At the same time, her surprising reconciliation with Tyna shows that even the most strained relationships can evolve, but only if both sides are willing to put in the effort. On the flip side, Young Miami's actions, or lack of them, are being heavily criticized. Her decision to stay silent about Momo and G Herbo's alleged relationship, and her quick distancing from Diddy after his downfall, make people question her loyalty. So, what do you think about all this? Was Ari right to cut off Young Miami, or did she take things too far? Do you think Young Miami's silence about Momo and G Herbo's situation makes her a bad friend? Or was she just trying to avoid drama? And let's not forget Ari and Tyna. Could their unexpected link-up be a sign of growth, or is it all part of a bigger strategy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.